料理の発表を始めます。
よろしくお願いします。
Okay, so for my local experience, I decided to do cooking because it's something that I don't do enough. It's like Japanese food. It's delicious. It's very good. So Japanese cuisine is like based on seasons, which is I thought was very interesting that we learned because there's a lot of seasonal ingredients. Because especially here in America, it's like if you want watermelon, they're here all year round. But in Japan, it's very seasonal. And seasonality is used to take advantage of like the fruit of the mountains, known as yama no sachi, as well as fruit of the sea, like umi no sachi, like certain times of year, certain fish will be near closer to shore or whatever, and that's more prevalent in markets and their cuisine. So it's like certain dishes too, sort of like show that this new season is coming. And then Japanese cuisine is based on combining Japan's staple food, which is steamed rice, also known as gohan, with ozaku, which are side dishes to accompany, or like main dishes like katsudon, like different meats and rice. So Japanese rice is like short-grained, becomes sticky when cooked, and that's like its main signature. And so rice in Japan is typically sold as white rice with the outer portion of the grain polished away. But it's actually, I thought this was kind of interesting because of like a shift in dietary beliefs that whole grain is healthier. It's actually genmai, or brown rice, is becoming increasingly popular in Japan. I thought this was interesting as well. A survey in 2007 was conducted, and only 70% of people eat rice once or twice a day, and that number has decreased since then. Because a lot of like more whole wheat products or noodles are replacing rice in Japan. Not replacing, but just not as many people eat it daily. So some popular Japanese dishes include, well, of course, sushi, and then onigiri, and then sashimi, which is raw meat or fish, and then yakitori, ramen, tonkatsu, unagi, tempura, yakisoba, and then soba and tamagoyaki. Very totemo oishii. Everything here is very delicious. Let's see. So when I actually went to the house, these were some of my creations. So part of it too, we made mochi with strawberry, ichigo. And then we got to make our own rice balls and customize them. I made mine like a little insect. I don't know what it was. It just looked cute. And then we had molds to make the rice with and everything. We made sushi. Overall, it was so much fun. It was a great experience. And so now, I'm very sorry I had to improvise. But I'll be showing you the processes of making the sushi meshi, which is like the rice used to create sushi, and tamagoyaki. Okay, so for the sushi meshi, you need go osaji, which is like 5 tablespoons of sado, which is sugar, and then go osaji of osu, which is vinegar, and then each osaji of shio, which is salt. And so to start out, so you combine all of them together. Let's say put them in here. And then put them in something to heat it over the stove. Oops. Okay, so then you heat it up. So you mix them together and heat it up. So owasezu o sukuru. Chisame no osabe ni sado so irete. Ni tata senai yo ni nazai o yo o sukasu. So you combine them all together and heat it up and make sure it doesn't boil. And when it gets to the point when all the sugar is dissolved, then you go and add the rice to a large bowl. So the one that we used was like a large wooden container. And so you combine them all together, and next you get a spatula. And you sort of almost like a cutting motion. So you don't like chop up the rice. It's very important to keep the rice kernels intact. So you would slice it up almost like you were cutting it with a knife and mix it up together. And then after that, you let it rest for a while, and then create the sushi. But that's like a long process. And then so for tamago yaki, totemo oishii. So you get let's see, san tamago. You crack them up together. You get 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, and then a pinch of salt. And you would get the chopsticks, and you mix them up until all the egg yolks are completely broken. And you pour it in. And so this is very important that you, when pouring it in, you turn it around so that it gets evenly distributed, so it's not unevenly textured. And then after that, you get a spatula and gently fold it until it looks like, as you see with the chopsticks, you keep folding. And then that's how you make tamago yaki. Okay. 料理グループを終わります。